Historically, December has been considered one of the most lucrative action-packed of the year for commodity traders. Once again, this year should be no exception, presenting savvy traders with a magnitude of highly lucrative opportunities to generate profits fast. Now, as we head into the final month of the year, we are heading into a highly event-driven period filled with a cascade of back-to-back money-making opportunities. This includes the final US jobs report of the year, the final US GDP figures, and the final US CPI and PPI inflation reports of the year. And to top it all off, we have the highly anticipated final European Central Bank, Bank of England, and the Federal Reserve monetary policy meeting, all scheduled to announce their final interest rate decisions of 2025. This cocktail of explosive events, traders will not want to miss out on. It is going to be a license to print money and drive market sentiment throughout December and into next year. There's no question that 2025, that will go down in history as one of the most profitable years ever for commodity traders. But make no mistake, this is not a buy and hold market. These exciting and fast-moving markets, they are creating the most optimized environment for traders, or as some of the world's most powerful Wall Street banks, from Goldman Sachs to JP Morgan to Bank of America, they are calling it the golden age of trading. The week-to-week, short-term, macro-driven trend that we're seeing play out in 2025, that can be summarized as buy low, sell high, rinse and repeat and do it all over again. Right now, you certainly cannot talk about commodities without mentioning one of the dominating macro themes driving the markets right now, which is whipping up an explosive money-making storm like we haven't seen before, and that is the K-shaped economy. As Wall Street completes its 2026 outlook, a rare consensus is forming across the world's largest investment banks. Goldman Sachs, they call it a structural shift in wealth concentration. Morgan Stanley, they refer to it as the new two-speed global cycle. UBS highlights the most powerful capital expenditure boom in more than 2 decades. Different languages, but the message is unmistakably the same. December heading into 2026, that will be dominated by the K-shaped economy. This is a world where the upper arm surges ahead, accumulating unprecedented wealth, whilst the lower arm they face shrinking purchasing power, real-world stagnation, and deepening financial fragility. This widening gap, it is reshaping capital flows in profound ways, and among all asset classes, commodities they stand out as the clearest beneficiaries of this new order. Wall Street agrees that the single most powerful force shaping 2026, that will be the explosive rise in AI-driven capital expenditure. Data centers, advanced compute, high voltage infrastructure, power generation, cooling systems, copper-intensive electrification, these are no longer niche investments. They are becoming the backbone of the global economy. Goldman Sachs, they forecast that AI investment that could reach 1 trillion annually by 2027, a scale of spending not seen since the early 2000s internet build-up. UBS, they describe it as a capex boom, which will reshape supply chains and asset valuations for the rest of the decade. Our analysts at the Gold and Silver Club, they observe that AI is not just a technological theme, it is an inflationary super cycle. It drives energy demand, metals consumption, supply bottlenecks, and ultimately asset price bifurcation. The K-shaped economy, that exists because AI that amplifies every structural imbalance in the system. 2024 to 2025, that saw the early signs of a new commodity supercycle. But according to Wall Street's 2026 research, the acceleration phase, that is still ahead. Gold continues to benefit from central bank accumulation, fiscal deterioration, and geopolitical instability. Many banks, they now see a glide path towards $5,000 to $6,000 per ounce as a reasonable 2026 target. Silver, the most undervalued of the precious metals, it now sits at the heart of both AI infrastructure and solar capacity expansion. This is a dual demand profile not seen in decades. Its indispensable necessity makes it the high beta benefactor of the new regime. Copper, that remains chronically undersupplied. AI data centers, EVs, grid expansion, and electrification, they each drain inventories at a pace that global mining cannot match. Several hedge funds, they now describe copper as the most mispriced asset of the decade. Meanwhile, crude oil is widely tipped to become the next rotation trade. As power grids they strain under AI-driven load demand and geopolitical risks resurface, crude could benefit from a surprise upside squeeze just as it did in 2008 and 2022. The K-shaped economy, that is not simply a macro theme, it is a generational dividing line. In this environment, asset owners, especially those concentrated in commodities, they stand to benefit from one of the most asymmetrical wealth cycles in history. For investors and traders able to position early, 2026 that offers not just growth potential but outsized exponential upside. As our analysts put it, this decade it belongs to hard assets. AI is building the future, but commodities, they are the price you pay to get there. The message for December is clear. Position for the next phase of the commodity supercycle because the K-shaped economy, it is only just getting started. Gold is entering a new monetary era. Silver and copper, they are entering a supply crisis. And as global AI demand surges, the world that would need more crude oil and lots of it fast. Crude oil is historically cheap. AI demand is exploding. Supply is tightening. Every major supercycle, it began from this exact setup. Undervaluation, disbelief, and a sudden catalyst. From now until the end of the year could be the most rewarding period for the commodities since the post-pandemic boom, and history could be about to repeat. Whichever way you look at it, one thing is clear, the macroeconomic backdrop for commodities, it is looking more bullish than ever before, and it certainly won't take much for prices to reach new highs in the weeks and months ahead. The opportunity for those who know how to navigate these markets with accuracy and precision, they are massive. In fact, it's times like these that make millionaires and billionaires out of regular people. Extraordinary times, they do create extraordinary opportunities. Right now, as traders, we are living through some of the most exciting and rewarding periods ever in history. Our clients have already locked in 6, 7, and 8-figure returns so far this year, and we still have another month left to go. If you've been sitting on the sidelines, watching others bank life-changing profits, now is the time to stop watching and take action. Whatever long-term goal you are looking to achieve through trading, whether that is to create a full-time income, replace your day job, or multiplying your savings at an accelerated pace, the next 31 days are critical. Our clients are living proof, as you can see from our testimonials. Our clients at the Gold and Silver Club are utilizing our proprietary research-driven trading approach. They have already locked in 6, 7, 8-figure returns this year, and we still have another month left to go. Even the likes of Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Bank of America, they have begun preparing their clients for what they predict could be the most lucrative final stretch of the year in modern history. In fact, the same can be said about the Gold and Silver Club. We have already briefed, prepared, and positioned our clients ready for the final 4 weeks of the year. The only question is, will you join them? Go to jointhegoldandsilverclub.com now to learn how a mentorship program can take your trading to the next level. Time, it is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. Go to jointhegoldandsilverclub.com now to make an application to learn how our mentorship program can take your trading to the next level. As a member, you get access to our exclusive live trading room webinars. You get access to real-time trade ideas, access to institutional research and market intelligence, access to our private Members Academy website, and also support and one-to-one mentoring. For more information, just go to jointhelivetradingroom.com. The link is also below this report in the description. Just click on the link, make an application. We will get in touch ASAP.